We always do that. We're like, oh, we should have recorded that. I'm like, nope, wasn't recording. Well, what's up, man?
Oh, nothing. No intro?
No, I'll do an intro.
Okay.
This is like pre-intro.
Yeah. I don't know. Man. I'm chilling.
How was your break week?
Just got off Rivals. Got sold by a teammate who left the game, through the game, then left the second round. Yeah.
How was your break week?
Good.
Nothing crazy went on?
Nah, nothing eventful.
Nothing eventful. Okay. Neither I. Just been sick around here. I was like slightly sick. Yeah. Mariah's got something that's going around. Some kind of flu or something. She's been sick for like 12 days.
Dang. 12 days?
Something like that.
2 weeks.
Yeah, almost 2 weeks. There's got to be some version of the flu.
Or COVID.
Some COVID. Yeah. COVID 26, something like that. Even though she's vaccinated and stuff like that. It's still been pretty bad. So yeah. Nothing going on besides that. And yes, this is Weekend Weebs episode. Now I'm getting confused. I believe it's 94. Almost at 100. It is February 28th, 2026. I'm Alonzo here, my co-host Jason. And today we got JJK season 3, episode 8, I believe. How'd you feel?
Thought it was cool. I liked it a lot. Thought it was great. Kind of makes me feel like the universe could have been so much bigger.
Okay.
Like just watching it, even though it was just Higuruma, like, hey, I'm a lawyer. I take cases that are basically impossible to win, and I help people who don't have money and can't afford like a good lawyer, but I'm a good lawyer, so I do my best. But like just even seeing his backstory, it's like, dang, it's so much they could do with this show if they decided to. If Gege decided to, right? Like, he could expand on so many other characters. Because even this episode was good. I thought it was a good change of pace. I like the backstory. I feel like it introduced Higuruma really well and let you know like who he is as a character. And yeah, overall I thought it was great.
Okay, sounds like you like.
Also, they do a lot of rotoscoping. This is probably the most rotoscoping. This season alone, they've rotoscoped so much. Like almost half the episode was rotoscoped.
I was thinking the same thing. And I did see a post, I think it was on Reddit in passing, someone saying that so-and-so, forgive me, I forget their name. I think it was like Fujimoto or something. Someone-so directed or did this episode. And they said that it wasn't rotoscoping and that it was just hard references or something like that. I can't remember. Mm-hmm. But to me, it looked like rotoscoping. But that was just one. What
is a hard reference?
Passing. Like, I'm really not sure.
I feel like because rotoscoping is just when you draw over a live video, and you know, like let's say me and you record a real video, and then we take the video, and then we just trace over it, and then draw our characters doing what we did. That's what it looked like throughout the whole episode. Even when Yuji was fighting the flashback of the blonde kid, remembering like how he kind of would just act or just fit in and not really say much when they were bullying other people because he's like, you know, I don't want to cause draw too much attention to myself. Then they'll start picking on me. But then Yuji showed up and he like punched him and beat him up. That looked rotoscope. And it's like rotoscoping is cool, but I feel like it kind of takes away from the element of animation, if that makes like the cartoon aspect of it. Because you know, like cartoons are super exaggerated, over the top. But when you just rotoscope something, it feels really bounded in reality. Even though all he did was like a roundhouse kick, right? And then like tripped the guy and punched him in the face. But it just felt like, you know, it didn't feel like, if it looked good, it just didn't feel like. It
felt real.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
It didn't feel exaggerated. I get what you're saying. I felt like the fighting portion, I didn't feel like that was rotoscope. But like when they were just talking and they were, the three guys were like in the background. Yeah. I was looking at them and I was like, they look really rotoscoped. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like they did a lot of background rotoscoping or just in between scene rotoscoping. And I don't know for a fact it's rotoscoping. Again, I only saw one random post from a random person who's saying it wasn't. So I don't know if that's true or not. But to me, it looked like rotoscoping. And I don't know the difference. So yeah, I get what you're saying. It does look real. I'm going to make a post later. But speaking of the Yuji scene is like one of the shorter ones in the episode, but the part where he like lifted him up by his face, how did they not know there was something wrong with that kid?
Who?
Yuji. He lifted the dude up by his face. Like he like Broly, like palmed him, lifted him up off the ground. Like how did they not know there was something wrong with him?
What do you mean like wrong with him? Like he's super strong?
Yeah, like this kid's special. It's like no middle schooler is lifting up another middle schooler by their face. But that's
what I mean though. Like it's anime though. It's exaggerated. Like they're probably like, oh, whatever. You know? Because they were in high school. They were in high school and he was a middle schooler.
Yeah, he was younger than them, but even so, like in high school, I don't know many high schoolers that are lifting up another kid that's taller than them by their face.
By their face, yeah. Yeah. Also, it's funny because since I rewatched not all of season 1, but the first like 3 episodes when, you know, it was with his grandpa, but he was at the track and a famous dude came who did the shot put and had the record. So like he just tossed the shot put with one hand like a baseball, and then the dude was just in the back like stuck like what in the world just happened. Also it kind of just me going back and just watching like the first couple episodes of season 1, the tone of the show has definitely changed a lot. I feel like, like I don't know. I guess in hindsight, I guess if you were to told me the way JJK is now is how it was going to end up, I don't think I would have seen that based on the first season. Because the first season, even in the beginning, right? It's like, okay, Gojo saves Yuji. Yuji is a vessel. Or they don't know yet, but they're like, he possibly could be a vessel for Sukuna. Because he ate the fingers, but he's able to fight off Sukuna, like trying to overtake his body. And then Gojo's like, all right, well, we can just get all the fingers and have him eat them because we can't destroy him. And then he can serve as a vessel and then we're good. And then it kind of presented like the show is just going to be them looking for all the fingers. And each time they find a new finger, it'll be like a bigger challenge or some new enemy that they have to beat and overcome. And then Yuji just, you know, consumes it and then gains a power up. And then Sukuna possibly may take over his body or might not take over his body. And that could be like a whole nother conflict going on, right?
Yeah.
And I
feel would think that would happen 20 times because there's 20 fingers or something like that.
Yeah. But that even allows for like other people to find the fingers and utilize them in different ways, right? Like, yeah, they can't eat them and use it as a vessel, but maybe they can conjure up some kind of cursed spirit or use a cursed spirit and feed it a finger and then boost it with, you know, the energy that is in the cursed energy that's in the finger and just fight the JJK sorcerers or the people that we know, right? I don't know. I felt like I feel like the fingers could even be used as like a bargaining tool or a resource for people to be like, hey, I got these fingers. You do this for me. I'll give you these fingers in return for X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. Like, I feel like looking at it now, just from those first 3 episodes, rewatching it, it's so much that Gege could have did if he wanted to with the series, I feel like.
Yeah, he had lots of options.
And I kind of think the way it went is low-key underwhelming.
I think he went for the expedited option.
Yeah.
At every turn. At every turn, it felt expedited. Because, like, in Shibuya, even with the fingers, like, we thought that the fingers were going to be a big thing. And then in Shibuya,
he ate like
just
5, 10 of them, right?
Like,
he feeds them like 15 of them. Like, boom. Like, what? Okay.
And that immediately
it's like, I don't know. And then we already spoke about this a while ago. This might have been almost probably a year ago. How we were saying like, it's not even really sorcerers versus cursed spirits. It's literally just human versus humans. Like cursed spirits take a huge back seat after really season 2.
After Shibuya.
Yeah, once Shibuya's over, it's like cursed spirits don't even matter. They're not the enemy.
There are no named cursed spirit characters after Shibuya.
Yeah.
Like none of them matter.
I don't know. I think JJK is good, don't get me wrong, but I definitely feel like Gege could have did more. He could have did better.
Yeah.
Now,
I feel like we say
we're editors and was he being rushed? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Probably.
He's definitely being rushed.
And he even said like he wanted to do a tournament arc for the Culling Games, and he didn't do that. So maybe he had a lot more ideas that he couldn't do. But I feel like there's so much. I feel like I think JJK could have definitely been like I don't want to say One Piece, sized show where there's thousands of episodes, but I definitely feel like it could probably ease up on like a Naruto or Dragon Ball Z length without filler. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree. It could have been as long as MHA or. Because right now, I was looking at it, I was like, this is only like episode like 55.
Yeah, like it could have been another 50. Maybe even like 150 episodes.
Yeah, it could have been a lot longer.
Like 5 seasons, 20 episodes a season, or 6 seasons, 20 episodes a season, 120. And then like 2 or 3 movies here and there. I think we didn't get enough of just them being kids. Not being kids, but you know what I mean? Like, this is their first year. You know what I'm saying? Okay. First year, you conquer pretty much everything known in JJK and become the greatest sorcerers ever. Essentially, this is the biggest threat ever seen in Jujutsu sorcery history, right? Like, the greatest sorcerer comes back to life. You got this crazy mad scientist that's trying to basically let everyone in the world know that spirits and cursed energy is a thing and spirits exist. And there's a whole nother realm of reality that regular humans don't know, and then the strongest person known in reality is back and trying to honestly just fight the strongest person. He's not, I don't even know what Sukuna wants to do other than fight a strong person and get a thrill out of that. But it's like so much going on, and I feel like it could have been drawn out, but in a good way. Like, we could have seen them go on other missions, because even in the season 1, like, okay, it shows Noah Bar, because they're like, who's Noah Bara? And then it shows her on a mission, saving a kid from a cursed spirit. And she's kind of like tackling, like, should I save this kid or should I just kill the spirit and save myself? You know, like, we didn't really get a whole lot of sorcerer or job training, right? Because that's the whole point. They're learning how to become sorcerers. And I feel like we didn't even see them get taught how to become sorcerers. It's just like, hey, you got these cursed techniques and you can kill these spirits. But where's the, you know what I'm saying? Like, the nuance in it. It's just kind of like, I don't know.
It's just a series that goes 0 to 100.
Yeah,
really quick.
But that's just my take,
really. Okay, so you did like the episode?
No, I did like the episode. Okay. I just happened to watch the first 3 episodes, and I was like, dang, it changed my perspective a little bit more. Because a lot of stuff in that episode, in those 3 episodes, I'm like, dang, I don't remember this. Dang, I don't remember this.
Yeah, I didn't remember that Megami part with the cog speech.
Yeah, Megami cog speech. Sukuna never changed, though. He was like, why do you want to save this guy? This kid sucks. Talking about Yuji.
Yeah.
Yuji, right away, he was like, this dude sucks. Like, why do you want to save him? And then, I don't know. Man, he was just happy. He was like, yes, fight me stronger. He was like, when he was fighting Megami, he was like, keep going. I want a challenge. So that never changed. His character's pretty 1-to-1. And the art style was so different, bro. Like,
the art style is crazy different from
Megami's
season
hair,
1 to 2 to 3.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, this episode was great. Higurama's background. He was in the courtroom. Then he had the guy who found the knife, the bloody knife. Do you think he did it?
I mean, if I would have heard that story.
But they did say they had evidence of him being at like as a gas station on camera during the time of the murder.
Yeah, that would have given me the innocent. I would have been like, okay, I'll give it to you. But he did, the guy, the actual victim, I guess, he did everything in his power to make him look like the culprit.
Yeah, look like he did it, yeah. So grabbed the knife, kept it, stored it for a couple days. That was my
first question. Like, why are you storing the knife?
Yeah.
Like, you don't got no free time. You work for a nonprofit. I know you're not working all day.
Yeah.
Like, why are you waiting to take the knife? Like, he did everything wrong. But yeah, I would believe him. He seemed like a good guy. And he had a cat. He's worried about his cat.
Hold on one sec.
Okay.
My dog is shaking. I don't know if she has to use the bathroom. It'll be quick. I just gotta walk out, right?
Okay.
Not that far.
But yeah, guys.
Huh?
No, I'm talking to the people who may be listening to this. But yeah, guys, he seemed like a good guy. Like,
you actually might still be able to hear me because I'm literally going to still be by my. You let me know if I
can hear you. I can hear you actually pretty clear.
Okay.
He seemed like a good guy. What was I gonna ask you first? I think this episode got like a 8.9 rating, which is pretty good.
8.9, yeah.
I'm not mad at it. Okay, now you're like lagging.
Sorry.
No problem. I'm gonna wait for.
Am I still lagging?
Yeah, you're lagging.
Oh, okay. Should be quick.
We officially launched the Weekend Weebs Patreon. If you've ever wanted to see the unedited, ad-free video version of these episodes where you can actually see our faces, that is now available exclusively on Patreon. It's only $1 to support the show. Check the link in the show notes. Peace out.
All right. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. I don't know. She was like vibrating.
Did she use the bathroom?
Yeah, she peed.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know why she was. It could have just been excitement. She does that too when she gets excited. I wasn't doing nothing though. But I'm back.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you said he's a good guy.
Yeah, I thought he was a good guy. If I was Higuruma, I would have fought for him too.
And then he got the appeal, but he was like, once you get the appeal, it's pretty much a guilty verdict unless it's like something crazy. So he was like, it's over.
Like 99.6% or something like that of people are found guilty. But I was gonna ask you, because there is a disparity between the anime and the manga watchers with reception. And I know you've been talking a lot about the anime watchers this season with feeling like they're probably confused, or talking to some of your friends and they're confused because they're anime only. So to sum up the complaints from the anime onlys, who are, some people were complaining that waiting 2 weeks for courtroom drama was kind of ass. They said that they didn't like the pacing. They called it slice of life. And this one specific comment was really funny. I wrote down. He said, or they, I don't know who they are. Am I really the only one that didn't like the wasted time on characters that aren't even important? I don't know why I'm annoyed at all. Who's not important? He's talking about Higuruma.
Okay. Is he talking about the victims? Like, or the...
He's just talking about Higuruma in general. He said, I don't know why I'm annoyed at all this screen time on story of someone who's just about to get clapped by Yuji. In the beginning, it was all about the main characters. Now it's like everything but the main characters and villains. And I just thought the getting clapped by Yuji part was funny. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who's anime only, but...
And, I mean, he's a decently important character, too. Because he... Yeah. Like, he's I mean, he doesn't know, though. So he doesn't know that. He doesn't know.
But one could guess if you give someone half an episode.
Yeah, because who else has gotten this much screen time that wasn't important?
So, yeah, that seems to be... That's like the sum up the sentiment of some anime onlys. They didn't like the pacing. They didn't like, I guess, the slice of life or courtroom show drama style of it. But all the manga watchers, when I went to see their reviews, they were like,
they loved it.
It was just night and day. They were like, oh my God, it was fucking amazing. I love it. The main expansion was hype. MAPPA's doing a great job. They're animating it and adapting it better than the manga interpretation, I saw people saying. So there seems to be a wide discrepancy between the two as far as reception. I thought it was good too. Great. I was satisfied that they gave it half the episode, because they drew it out again with like the Yaga and Panda thing. Like, they drew it out. They showed the emotions. They showed the downtime. They really the part where he bangs the gavel in the courtroom, like in the middle, because in the middle of the case, or in the middle of the trial, Kenjaku like awakens all the sorcerers, so he awakens in the middle of the courtroom. And he's like, "Everybody come back!" And then the thing comes out. I thought that was really cool. I thought it was good too. Some people didn't like the dialogue. I guess they don't like the dialogue drivenness of it. But I'm like, you just want to see fighting for 24 episodes? Who even wants to animate that? Who wants to animate 24 episodes of fighting?
I think that's what most fans want, bro. And that's why I was saying, like, the fighting has to be good, though, given how it ends. But I don't know. I thought this was great. That's why I was saying earlier, like, I feel let down almost that we don't get more of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this is great. I would enjoy more of this, more backstory, more not necessarily fighting, but just information on characters like Panda and
Yaga.
And yeah, Panda and Yaga episode. One of my favorite episodes of the season. This episode, one of my favorite episodes of the season. I liked it. And what do they have in common? Not much fighting, a lot of dialogue, a lot of world and story building, information. And obviously the fighting happens, right? It's going to happen. That's also good too, but I don't know. To each his own, I guess.
Yeah, to each his own. I just wanted to see what you're saying like that. And I guess people in anime onlys were.
I think Joel just said he didn't like it.
confused.
Remember we were in the party? He's like,
Oh, yeah,
like
he did say that.
Yeah.
He did say that.
Like,
I understand some people being confused or here and there, but it's going to be explained. Or it may not. You can watch a video and someone will explain it. I have a few, like, kind of like morality questions since this was such a lawyer-based type of thing. But do you think that Higuruma was or wasn't justified for killing? Oh, yeah. And for anyone, a lot of people are asking what happened after he opened his domain inside the courtroom.
mm-hmm.
And it is revealed in the manga and kind of like in a split second in the anime that he killed the judge and the prosecutor that day. But I wanted to know, do you feel like he was justified in killing them?
Doesn't his Shikigami like determine based on what they've done in their life if they deserve to live or not?
Yes. That is a spoiler, but yes.
So I mean
he has a choice. Like, even if okay, so
does he have a choice? Remember, it's like if you get this, I have to do it.
No, he doesn't have to do it.
I swear when he tells Yuji, he's like, you can get it's a severity of the verdict, right?
Yeah.
Of the punishment. And whatever you get is what I dish out.
Right. But he doesn't have to act on it. Like, at the end of the day, he has to move his body to use any of the punishments that we're talking about.
Can you just go forward to when he's fighting Yuji? Because Yuji got a death sentence, right?
Yeah. But he doesn't have to. I'm trying not to spoil it, but like.
I mean, it's nothing to spoil.
I know. I'm just saying, if anyone is toxic has made me more conscious of like anime only people.
Why? He's anime only?
Yeah, he is anime only, and he was like, he's like, I'll be listening, but y'all be spoiling it. I'll be like, so I was thinking about having like an anime only section of the show, maybe like the first few minutes or whatever. But like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna try not to spoil everything that he does. But like, for example, right? You can see it, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so you get the most severe penalty, and he gets this. I'm not gonna spoil what it is.
Oh, he has to decide to use it or not.
Right. So he doesn't have to use it on you. For example, okay, let me go to the end here so you can see. Yeah. So he does that. No. Sorry. Where is it? So yeah, they're about to clash, and then he has a change, and then he puts it away.
Okay.
So yeah, he doesn't have to use anything. So like in that courtroom that day, when he killed the judge and the prosecutor, do you feel like just how do you feel about that?
Nah, he shouldn't.
Was it okay or was it not okay?
I don't think it was okay. I think he could have did the retrial, got the not guilty verdict, and he didn't have to kill the judge and the prosecutor.
Okay, so then he is in that moment, at least he was definitely evil, you would say.
Yeah,
because I know some people,
unless he feels like they've been doing this, they've been wrongfully convicting people on purpose. Because like you said, in his thing, he was like, they didn't bring any new evidence. He was like, usually they use taxpayer dollars and they go, as far as they can to get as much evidence to build a case against the person. But he was like, they didn't bring any new evidence. So all the evidence that was there in the first trial happened in the second trial. And for whatever reason, they decided to go guilty instead of not guilty. But
which is crazy. But
yeah, that didn't really make sense.
So they just changed their mind based on nothing new. They just decided to change their mind.
Yeah. So I can see why it's like, man, I deserve to die. Now, should he have done that? No, I think they should definitely get a punishment, but not death. Yeah.
Is that blame misplaced on like a system? Or is it...
Well, from how I know that like the court system works, it's not, the judge doesn't necessarily, they just carry out the verdict that the jury, like the jury they pick a bunch of people. Mm-hmm. And if you get court duty, you know how like if you come in you got to be one of the jurors or whatever.
Okay.
And basically they decide if it's guilty or not guilty, and then they come to the judge and say, hey, we all landed on guilty, and then the judge is like, he's found guilty. But the judge doesn't say if you're guilty or not guilty. It just, the judge is just like the referee.
Is that the same in Japan or in America?
I don't know if it's the same like that in Japan, but I know that's how it is in America. So that's why I was saying like, the prosecutor and the judge, I mean, the job of the prosecutor is to convince the jury that the person is guilty. And the job of the attorney is or the defendant or whatever, who Higuruma is, his job is to convince the jury that his guy is not guilty. While the other one is to convince them that they are guilty.
Okay. And here I got some Japanese info. So it says Japan doesn't have a traditional jury system, but since 2009 it has used a mixed court system known as a lay judge system. It says in serious criminal cases, panels consist of 3 professional judges and 6 citizen lay judges who deliberate together on both guilt and sentencing. And a majority vote is required for a decision, but it must include at least one professional judge, ensuring the court's view is represented.
Okay. I'm about to use the bathroom real quick. Sorry. A lot of breaks in this episode.
Okay. So they got so the Japan court system is 9 people in total, 6 citizens who are basically a jury, and 3 judges. It's kind of like American Idol in a way. They got the judges and they got the voters at home, and you need a majority vote and a judge to agree. What if just none of the judges agree, but they get 6 votes from the citizens? I wonder how that works. I'm gonna have to look that up later.
I can still hear you. I'm just...
Oh, you can? I was just talking to myself.
Nah, you're good.
Well, since you do have some connections to judges and the
law.
The law.
Mm-hmm.
Does that affect your view of Higuruma at all?
No, not really. I don't think so.
Did you ever think about being a lawyer?
Nah, definitely not in my plans. Okay. I don't like writing.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
I don't really like writing. I mean, I don't mind reading. It's something I enjoy, but I don't really, writing is not my forte.
Well, I guess a little fact about me for the people. I used to want to be a lawyer in high school. There was a year or two where I was dead set on being a lawyer. And I did, I guess in one of our job classes, I forget what those classes are called. It wasn't home ec, but I guess career exploration, whatever. My sophomore or junior year, I shadowed what's it called? What was his name? I shadowed a judge, and I shadowed, I think, a bailiff, or I forget what the other term for the other guy's job was. But I went to a courthouse and I shadowed them for a day, and I hung out with them. They took me out to lunch at this local place in Warren, and it was, it wasn't the most interesting thing, to be honest. It wasn't there weren't any high profile cases or anything going on. It was just a little local civil court or whatever. And it was really slow paced. just a lot of writing, a lot of reading, a lot of deliberating.
Very boring.
Yeah, it wasn't that interesting. So that may have affected my decision whether to become a lawyer or not. But the people themselves were really fun and they were cool. So yeah, just a little tidbit about me. I could have been a lawyer. I still can technically, if I wanted to.
You could go to law school.
I could, yeah. If you were a lawyer, would you be a prosecutor or is it defendant?
Defense lawyer.
Defense lawyer, yeah.
I think it's attorney. Hold on, let me see.
Is it defense attorney?
I think so. I think it's just a defense attorney. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's just a defense attorney.
Sword or
shield. Why does the prosecutor get a cool name?
It seems like it's a lot more lucrative to be a prosecutor, but I don't know.
File and conduct criminal cases representing the state or people to prove defendant's guilt. Okay. Let's see, opposite of prosecutor. Yeah, just a defense attorney. Okay. Defender. Prosecutor and defender.
Okay.
What would I be? I feel like I honestly don't think I could be a defense attorney because sometimes you got to defend people who are guilty. And even if you know they're guilty,
you're cutting out.
Huh?
I said you're cutting out.
Oh, real bad?
Yeah, I can't even hear you.
Okay, sorry. Let me get out the bath. Give me like 1 minute.
You pooping on the mic? You pooping on the bike?
I'm pooping on the pod, man. Sorry.
All right, guys. I'm gonna put an intermission right here.
Okay. I'm ready. Now, I was saying I don't think I could be a defense attorney because that means sometimes you'll have to defend people who you know are guilty. And I feel like I wouldn't be able to do that. Like if I know you're guilty, I couldn't try to argue for you not to be found not guilty. Because it's like
you throw cases.
You said I would throw cases?
Yeah, it sounds like you would throw cases.
No. I mean, I wouldn't throw cases, but it just morally it doesn't seem right. You know what I mean?
What if you're prosecuting?
Like, let's say you got a guy that committed a crime, right? And you know he did the crime.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells you like, yeah, I did it, but I need you to defend me. Because that's what happens sometimes. Like they be like, yeah, I did it, but I need you to defend me. That's why I'm paying you to get me off, even though I did it. And sometimes they can get you off because the evidence is not, it's not enough evidence, or the evidence isn't good enough to prove, yeah, I did it, right? So in those cases, I feel like if you did it, bruh, take your punishment. Like I'm not about to, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Does it depend on the crime, though?
The severity of it?
Like, what if it's not like a crazy crime?
If it's not a crazy crime, okay. But if you kill somebody, like murder, and the reason for murder was something outlandish, right? Like, you just killed someone because you didn't like them. And let's say they like slightly pushed you or something. But like, it was really no threat on your life. But you took that as an opportunity to be like, oh, I can kill this person. And like technically they could be like, oh, he was defending himself. You know what I'm saying? But it gets to a point where like self-defense can go over the top. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's like one of those cases and it's like, yeah, you were defending yourself, but you didn't need to kill that person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Something like that.
You couldn't be like impartial about that.
Yeah. Because it's like, all right, bro, like, that's too extreme. You know what I mean? Like, that's too extreme. Like, what the heck?
No, yeah. I feel bad for lawyers that have to defend just like indefensible things. Like you're saying, like killing someone for no reason, or like, I don't know, whatever lawyer had to defend Casey Anthony or like a Jeffrey Epstein or any individual like that who just did some wild stuff, having to go in and defend that. And like I guess it would be easy if you're like, don't really care about that stuff, but like, if you do have like a actual heart, like an empathy, I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
But like, what if it's the other way around? You're a prosecutor and you're prosecuting someone and you are like,
no, they're not guilty.
Yeah, you know they're not guilty.
I guess I didn't even think about it like that.
Now
you
throwing them in jail for you giving them life.
Both ways. But I don't know. You can ask for a lower sentence. Like, you can try to decrease the punishment as much as possible, right?
As a prosecutor?
Like, you'd be like, this is what we're asking for. We would like for him to get this punishment for this crime, right? Okay. You say, this is what we're trying to get. We're trying to get him life in prison, or we're trying to get him 6 months of probation, or you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. If that's the case, then I would try to do for the lightest sentence, to the point where it's like honestly negligible, like it's not really that big of a hindrance on the person. It's just like, damn, we went to court and all this bullshit happened, but like at least the punishment and the outcome isn't anything too crazy.
Okay. I actually have a question because I don't know this, and I'm just going to you because you have ties, but you probably know nothing about this. Like, so let's say like I go out. Let me not use me as an example. Let me say someone goes out and I don't know, they drunk drive and they kill someone. Mm-hmm. Police come, they arrest them, and then there's a trial. Is there a prosecutor in that situation, or is it just them and the defense attorney against like a judge?
I think a prosecutor comes in and represent the person who was killed.
Okay, let's say they
the city.
Okay, the state.
The state or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so there's state. You could be a state attorney.
It'll be like you versus state. You versus state.
Okay.
And obviously the family of whoever died is probably going to want some kind of compensation or something.
Okay.
For the death of their loved one.
I just wanted to know that.
It's always funny that they say their loved one. Because what if they don't even love him? Not like that, but you know what I mean?
They do always say loved one, don't they?
Yeah.
Even if they don't really like mess with them like that.
Yeah.
The death of my family member, technically. Yeah. The death of my spouse, whom we were on a break. Or like they're not gonna say that. They're just gonna say
right.
My loved
one. Your loved one.
Okay. I guess that's enough courtroom stuff. This is a fun one. How does Higuruma compare to Nanami in terms of vibe, strength, just anything? And do you think that they would be friends?
They probably would be friends, but I feel like they're two completely different people. I feel like Nanami doesn't care. He's just kind of going through life. And Higuruma cares a lot. He cares a lot about justice and things being done the right way. Whereas Nanami is more so, I'll just do this so I make money and I can live.
Right. I see a lot of people comparing them. And I think they may be similar in dress, like how they dress. They both dress professionally. Maybe aura, yeah. Maybe something that can't be explained, just like energy or aura. But like when it comes down to the actual people that they are, like you're saying, very different. Yeah. What about my phone? Oh. Like Higuruma, like you're saying, like he's really passionate. He likes his job.
Mm-hmm. Like he doesn't make any money off it, really.
Yeah, right. Like can you close the door? Okay. I'm just like Gwen be here. I hope she doesn't do anything. Yeah, like cat? Yeah, that's the name of my gray cat. Hold on, let me I'll be right back.
All right. I took my little intermission too.
Okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, Higuruma, a quick profile, passionate, could be making more money, choosing to take the harder cases, really wants to see justice for people, just like a really empathetic person.
Yeah. He wants everyone to be treated equally and fairly. Right.
And Nanami doesn't really want to work. He's just like kind of just wants to make a living. I guess he's kind of just a guy looking for his purpose more than anything.
He's trying to figure out what he wants to do. Because he was only a stockbroker because he was like, I need money and I'm pretty good at it. And yeah. And he left Jujutsu JJK, like being a sorcerer, because he's like, I don't really like doing this. Like, yeah, I'm good, but I don't enjoy it. It's like, it's not his passion, right? Like, he doesn't really like doing it. And we just know he wants to go to what? Himalaya? Where was it?
Malaysia?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of identify with Nanami at times. And I feel like some people would say,
I think me and Nanami are the same person.
You think so?
Like,
I see that, actually. I do see that.
It's like, bruh, I don't know, man. Work is work, right? Like, I don't think you necessarily need to have a passion, but like, you just want to be able to enjoy life and just chill, man. And then obviously you want to enjoy your work. You don't want to be doing something that you don't like to do, right? But I don't know. Find something that you deem okay enough to do and pays decently well, and yeah.
I feel the same way. Even though I do have passions, but like,
I think I have passions too, but I don't know. My passion might be in gaming and weightlifting, and stuff like that. But it's like, it's hard to make a living.
They don't pay the bills.
Yeah, they don't pay the bills.
Yeah. Some people's passions don't necessarily pay the bills, or some people, their passions could pay the bills, but they don't necessarily want to do that.
Yeah.
Because once you add making money to a passion, it changes.
You kind of lose it loses your relationship with it.
Yeah, it
goes from being something you enjoy to something you're just doing to get money now, and that can suck the enjoyment out of it, because now you're no longer doing it for fun. You're doing it to make ends meet,
and then you're in the same boat that you were before.
Yeah,
but I guess you could argue like it might be a better boat still, but I guess you don't know until you try it. Not to get deep into my own personal life, but that's kind of how I feel. I'm like, I really don't want to do the work that I'm doing. And I would much rather make money from like writing or podcasting or content creation and stuff like that. But then there's always like this in like the corner, not even the corner of my mind, like right there, maybe on like the second half of my mind, I'm just like, but what if I get it and I get to the point where I don't have to work a regular job anymore and I could just do this? But what if I don't like it anymore?
What, you don't like doing this anymore?
No, I said, what if I do get to that point, and then what if I get it and I don't like it anymore? Or what if it's not what I thought it would be? And then I'm like, would I just be better off not having it? Because the idea of having it might be better than the disappointment of getting it.
I see. Yeah. That could be a thing, too.
That's something I think about a lot. And does that hold me back? Possibly. I don't know. Do I need a therapist? Maybe. I'm not sure. That's stuff I think about. But I definitely see the Nanami and the Higuruma. I see why the comparisons are made. As far as strength goes, Higuruma's way stronger than Nanami. If anyone was wondering. Yes.
Way stronger.
Way stronger than Nanami. I won't even okay. Maybe way stronger is kind of crazy.
I feel like the power scaling in JJK, it's very matchmake. Like, it's a game of matchups. Because, like, Noabara is generally weak, but her curse technique against certain people, for instance, Mahito would destroy him. But Mahito is way stronger than her. But the strength doesn't determine the matchup.
And Nova is more like a support.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to compare her to like a Marvel Rivals character or something, I'd say she's like Adam Warlock. Like something like that. Like, she's like a half healer, half DPS. Like, she's like a ranged fighter. And like, if you're someone like Mahito, she would tear you up if she was just sitting at range and someone else was fighting you at the same time. But if you're just fighting her,
when they were fighting 1v1, once she figured it out.
But that was a clone, though.
Yeah, it wasn't the real him.
It didn't have. It didn't even have a technique.
Yeah. Okay. That's true. But it still affected him though, the real him.
Right.
Because the real him was fighting Yuji and
just Yuji.
Just Yuji, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And that's why he called his clone back.
Yeah, because she was messing up the clone.
Messing up his,
and it was messing up him.
She followed him and she was like, just standing there and got slapped in the face.
Which is what would happen probably if she would have fought the real Mahito.
The real one? You think she would just stand there and let him smack her in the face?
I don't think she would just stand there, but like, I think she would have been overwhelmed.
He would be able to touch her. She would be able to touch her.
Oh, yeah. I mean, okay. For example, like when Mahito and Yuji were fighting, he got to the point where he was like shooting like transfigured humans, like beams, like filling up the entire space. Like, there's nothing that she would have been able to do.
Yeah. I mean, unless she had her doll and just tink, 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 then he can't move. He's just stuck.
But doesn't she have to? She needs like a part of him, though. Isn't it kind of like voodoo?
It's like she had the doll, and if she gets her nails,
but it's like a voodoo doll. So like she needs like a part of the person, to like hit.
So yeah.
But why not even?
But Higuruma, he did get his domain expansion. They said he got it day one. Literally.
It came with this technique, yeah.
Meanwhile, Kashimo doesn't have a domain expansion.
Nanami doesn't have one. Well, Kashimo doesn't either, but we're talking about Nanami.
Nanami doesn't have one either?
No. Nanami? Remember the overtime? He just has his overtime. He doesn't have a domain.
Oh, yeah, he does not officially have a domain.
Yeah, he's grade 1. He doesn't have a simple domain. I
think everybody has a simple domain.
Nah, he doesn't have one.
Everyone can do a simple domain. When you enter in to someone else's domain expansion, you can do a simple domain, and
you have to know how to do it though.
Yeah, but I think that's a universal technique. That's like you don't have to be a special grade or anything.
But when he was in what's it called? When Dagon's domain, he didn't use it.
Yeah.
He just like fortified his body and tried to like tank the fish.
Yeah. But then Mahito or Megami was opening up. Was he trying to open the domain? He was nullifying the sure hit effect with something.
Yeah, he was like opening
a way
domain. Out. Yeah. To make a way out and nullify Dagon's technique. So yeah, Nanami has no domain, no RCT. His curse technique doesn't really have any range per se. It just like powers him up if he goes overtime. I mean, that's really about it in Nanami's kit. Like, he has nothing.
Yeah, and he can get more black flashes, right?
Oh, that's true. He is a black flash king. And you know what? Actually, I think I don't think Higuruma is way stronger, just because I think Nanami would actually do really well in the courtroom.
He hasn't done anything.
He doesn't. He hasn't done anything. He's calm. He's smart. He'd probably figure it out. I don't think he would. That's like half the battle with Higuruma is like not losing the court case.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if he doesn't get the executioner sword, then he's really not like that big of a threat. Because his combat potential isn't like Yuji was destroying him when they were fighting, like punch for blow for blow.
Yeah, like Higuruma isn't like a brawler. He's more just like conditional. Like even though he has his hammer or whatever, but
yeah,
we've never seen him actually like fight anyone with that, or how good he would be against someone who's actually strong. But like, if the sword even touches you, you die. I figure that's how he kills most people.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be closer, not based on strength, but just because I think Nanami would be good at defending himself in court. Okay. What else do I have? Oh yeah, this is my last one. So our Yuji Cog speech takes. We got a little bit of what's the word? I don't know. I forgot that. What are negative reviews called? Not pushback. Criticism, I guess. Criticism.
Yeah, criticism, critiques.
We got some criticism, but to sum them up, I would say two main things were we have low comprehension and and that we lack empathy.
On Yuji's Cog speech?
Yes. And for the low comprehension part, I think that the way that I clipped it up I think that I kind of buried the lead of what the main point of the video was, and that we were really talking about why Hikari had no reason to care about what Yuji was saying. But I began the video with the parts of us talking about how we personally felt about the speech, which are true. I still feel the same way about the speech. But I buried the lead, so I understand how some people may have just watched that part and be like, these guys don't know what they're talking about, blah, 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 blah. But really, the main point was that Hikari had no reason to care about what Yuji was saying as someone who just met Yuji.
Yeah.
So for the low comprehension part, obviously, that's just silly. That's just silly. I'm not even gonna talk about that. But for the empathy part,
because this is on TikTok?
No, this is on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
Yes, YouTube. Like the comprehension part was literally just people explaining to us
what the cog means, why he's a cog.
Like explaining to us like the cog mentality and like what Yuji has gone through and blah 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 blah. And the reason I don't care to talk about it is because we're both aware of that.
Yeah.
And it's completely possible to hear all that and think, I don't think that's that good.
Yeah.
Like just because you explain something, it's like when someone tells you a joke and you don't laugh, and then they explain the joke and then retell it, and then they're like, why are you not laughing? Do you just not know what comedy is? Is this just not funny to you? And then they explain it again, and then it gets even less funnier every time. And that's kind of how it is with me in this Yuji Cog speech at this point. I'm just like, guys, this is not this is not good to me. I understand what it means. I understand his character progression. I just think it was bad. And I solemnly double down. I think it's bad. I think it's a low point in Yuji's character development. It's not good.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, do I lack empathy? I don't know. Do you think I lack empathy?
No.
That's kind of a deeper question. Do I lack empathy? I don't think I do.
I don't think you lack empathy. I'm actually reading some of these comments. They're saying it's supposed to be like that. So if it's supposed to be like that, so what's the issue with what we're saying?
Wait, if it's supposed to be like what?
I don't know. Someone commented, it's supposed to be like that. Not, I'm a hero, we gotta kill enemies.
Okay.
And I feel like, okay. So if it's supposed to be like that, so what's the issue? If we're saying that's what it feels like, and it's supposed to be like that, I guess we're just saying we're reiterating what's already obvious, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
This one dude said, all I'm hearing of these dudes, oh wait, what was he saying? Don't let them, if you're these dudes' friends, don't let them know you're going through it.
Who said that?
It was a guy 6 days ago.
Oh yeah, Majin Gamer. All I'm hearing of you, these dudes' friends, don't let them know you're going through it.
Guys, I don't lack, okay.
I gotta watch the clip. I gotta watch the clip and see.
Okay.
I'll do that sometime later. But
I have been called insensitive in the past, but I don't think that I lack empathy. I really don't. And I don't think that I'm not being moved by the Yuji Cog speech because I lack empathy. I don't think that's the reason. I don't know how to prove that I have empathy, but I'm trying to prove it.
I mean, we have empathy because I thought Panda in Yaga's story was one of the best things.
True.
Clearly I have empathy. That's an abundance of empathy. This is a character we barely talk about. And I'm like, dang, bro, his dad just died. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was, I don't know. That's empathy. That has to be empathy. I don't know what that is if it's not empathy. True.
You know what? I bet y'all didn't even tear up when Mai died. Guess who did? Guess who teared up when Mai died? This guy did. No, I just think it's not really, like, again, I was thinking of it more from Hikari's perspective.
Perspective, like, bro.
If someone just comes up to you, okay, let's say we're cops, right? Mm-hmm. Instead of Jujutsu Sorcerer, we're cops, and this cop comes up to me. He's trying to recruit me to come back to being a cop. And he's like, come on, man, just join the force again. Like, we need you. You're strong. Like, I'm just a cog in the machine. All I do is arrest innocent people. That's all we do. And then they're like, come on, man, just join them. And then instead of punch him in the face, I just tase him. I keep tasing him, and he just keeps getting up. I'm like, what's up? What's wrong with this guy? He just keeps getting up. He just keeps telling me he's a cog in the machine. And then in the end, I mean, I get what he's saying, and I see the passion in his eyes, but the stuff that he's saying is pretty boring, and I'm not really into it. But then my femboy girlfriend is like, aren't you like heated up enough? And I'm like, you know what? Sure, I'll join these guys.
No, yeah, literally.
Now, does that sound like a?
Because it's like he left that Jujutsu sorcery for a reason. So you coming to me saying, "Hey, I'm literally what a Jujutsu sorcerer should be, just a machine or a tool used to exercise curses, and that's it." Why do I care? I left that because I don't want to do that. You coming and telling me this is what you do is not going to make me want to come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's fine. I just thought I'd bring it up. I thought it'd be funny. But yeah, that's all of my topics that I had written down, I'm pretty sure. Yep, I believe that's everything. Did you have anything? Any other questions or topics for me?
No questions or topics. No, I think. Do you think? I guess going into whenever we see Megami's domain, do you think they're gonna do really good? It's gonna look cool. I mean, it's gonna look cool, but like, what are you expecting? Because I feel like Higurama's episode was really good with like some of the extra stuff they added, like the scenes, the way he was just like looking around, like when he was sitting in the tub, it was red.
Oh yeah.
And then he looked, and then the Shikigami was coming out the water. You know, like all that looked crazy. Do you think that Megami is going to get treated equally or better?
The same treatment? I think he's going to get treated equally. Okay. I want to say with his domain. Because with the Higurama domain, I noticed things I didn't even notice in the manga, like that it's like a cage and like the walls are guillotines. I didn't remember that from the manga. And the part where he's in the bathtub is cool. And there's like a part where it's like really close up on his face and it's red. And it looks like that one meme with like the, you know, when people put like the chiseled face. Like that's what it looked like to me. Like the chiseled face meme. I think Megami is going to get similar treatment. And then I think they're going to go really hard when it gets to Yuta.
Yeah, because that one's supposed to be 40 minutes.
Okay. 45 minutes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you did send me that. Yeah.
And that's the finale for part 1. So, yeah.
Okay. But yes, similar treatment for Megami and Reggie. I'm really, the part I'm most excited to see, sadly, isn't even a domain expansion. It's when he gets kicked in the face. And like his foot is in his face and it's really exaggerated. I gotta show you the panel. That's like one of my favorite panels in the manga is him getting kicked in the face. Let me see if I can find it real quick. For anyone wondering, Takaba's gonna come soon. For anyone wondering, I am scrolling through the official JJK.
Takaba, the greatest sorcerer of all time.
The GOAT. I think it might be in here. Or were they in the gym already when they were fighting?
Oh, also I saw people are saying Yuji's about to create like cursed entities that just guard the world after he erases all cursed energy from humans.
I haven't read that yet. I don't know. Is that like spoilers for chapter 24?
That's a fan theory because he went to the forbidden or the vault and he went to go see Panda.
Oh, what? No, I haven't seen that at all.
Oh, you haven't seen that yet? Okay. Remember, they're like, Panda barely talks now. He's just on the wall.
Yeah.
Yuji walked in. He was like, hey, Itadori. Like, what the fuck? You can talk?
Okay. Yeah, that must be spoilers for 24.
It's a guess, though. It's a fan theory. Okay. I know he's trying to get rid of all, cursed energy. You know that, though, right?
Yeah.
And they're saying, all right, if he does that, then he's just gonna have like these basically like guardians that can just, fight off curse techniques or curse spirits.
Wait, dude. Sorry, I'm distracted by this. But where is this scene? Sorry to anyone's ears. Okay, here, I'll share this instead. But I don't know where it is in the manga. But do you see it?
Yeah.
I just want to see this specifically. Put his toes in his face.
And Reggie is a reincarnated sorcerer.
Yeah. But no, this part should be cool when they animate it. And this one. When Megami makes his face. And the elephant. But all right. Was that all the topics you had?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Start the shower. I'm about to be out of here. This was episode 94 of the Weekend Weebs. Thank you for listening. Peace out.
Peace.
We officially launched the Weekend Weebs Patreon. If you've ever wanted to see the unedited, ad-free video version of these episodes where you can actually see our faces, that is now available exclusively on Patreon. It's only $1 to support the show. Check the link in the show notes. Peace out.